Alright, well, this is one of the first times I've ever done this. I have a camera in front of my face. I just wanted to show you something really quick. I've been intrigued with computers for quite some time now. This is my computer. It's got a GTX 1070, water cooling, i5 4690K, all the good stuff in it. And it was a lot of money. So, one of the things that I used to do before I built this computer was I'd take spare computers that we had. We had this one. The zoom on this camera is stupid. It doesn't fucking focus. Yeah, whatever. Yep, right there is an old ass computer. It's like I think that one released when Windows XP first came out. So, yep, that's my grandpa's really old computer. Hi, Tyson! This was the last computer that I ever took apart, and there's a good reason behind it. About every week I'd take a computer apart, put it back together and whatnot, just to do it. I don't know. The reason why I stopped was because I got so fed up with this one. You can kind of tell I just gave up on putting it back together. I haven't looked at this in like 6 months maybe. So this is the first time I'm open. Actually, it'd be like 7 or 8 months. I remember kind of what it's like. So da 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 da. This is the power supply, perfectly put in place in the computer. Yeah, this is the power supply, just sitting right there. CPU cooler fan, also perfectly put in place. The CPU bracket, I honestly don't know what the fuck this is. I think it's a telephone card. Connects your telephone to your computer. I don't know why the fuck you'd want that. This green contraption, I don't know what the hell that is. These old ass cords that connect to the things. We have the CPU heatsink. We have half a RAM stick right here. Yep, that is half a RAM stick, ladies and gentlemen. Half a RAM stick. Here's the other half right here. I think that's the point where I gave up, is when I snapped that in half. Piece of metal. Then we got this thing. The motherboard, which is not even screwed in. I have no idea where the processor went. It's not anywhere in there. I don't think. Is it down there? No. Is it some... I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know where it is. So, yeah. And I'm just going to put it back in the same exact fashion that I found it. I just want to get one of these disk drives out of here. One of those things. And I'm going to document myself doing it. Because I don't fucking know why. And I just threw all the screws in here too. So, oh, here's the processor. This is an Intel Celeron at 2.4 gigahertz. That was a lot easier than I expected it to be. Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back to another video. We're building a PC today. I already put some of the stuff in, but let's not worry about that. First, you're gonna want to have a tiny dust bunny. Just throw it in there. That'll get all the electricity or the static out of your hands. So what happens is you touch the computer case, and then all that static from your body goes right into that dust bunny. So first thing is first, the motherboard. We're gonna throw the motherboard in there. Just like that. Make sure it lines up perfectly with the I/O. Just like that. Yep. Next thing you're gonna want to do is get your CPU. Be sure to hold it by these little prongs on the back, and then just rub your hands all over it. That gets rid of the static too. So you're gonna want to take the corner with the gold triangle and match it up with the socket. Should have another triangle somewhere on it. right there. Just, you know, kind of put it in place. So just smash it down as hard as you can. It'll eventually go in there, and then close the pin. You're good to go. It's not going anywhere. As for RAM, I have 2 sticks of RAM here. They're kind of shorter than your average size, but who cares? It's RAM. So just gonna go ahead and insert these exactly like that. What I like to do next is install the CPU cooler. Make sure you got it filled with dust bunnies. This has a lot of static electricity in it. Kind of slap it down on there, make sure it's just on there. And then take a plastic green thing and then just cover it. The CPU fan, it doesn't really matter where you put it. It could be put anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and put it right down here. Be sure to plug it into any plug that you want though. I'll do that later. Next up is the telephone card. Who uses these anyways? So we don't really have to be too careful with this one. You can just throw it in there. Be sure not to cut yourself. Come on, focus. Be sure not to cut yourself in the act of throwing it in there, because it does bring a lot of pain. Next up, just get your CPU bracket, throw it in there. Whatever the hell this thing is, throw it in there as well. Now your power supply, you're going to want to put on top of everything. It's like the frosting. This is the frosting of the cake. Make sure to not get your blood anywhere either. This is the frosting of the cake, so just like that. And smush everything down so you can put the panel on. And if you have any other extra metal parts, just go ahead and throw it in there. Can't hurt no one. And that is how you build a PC. Just be careful, it does draw blood sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna go cleanse my wounds and then I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep.